This is being framed like a procurement oddity, but it is really a trust story. Anthropic built an AI model so risky that access was supposed to be tightly controlled. Then Reuters reported that a U.S. security agency was using Mythos anyway, despite a blacklist. And that is the kind of headline that makes every official safety promise sound a little decorative. According to Reuters, citing Axios, a U.S. security agency is using Anthropic's cybersecurity-focused Mythos model even though the tool was on a blacklist. That is the conflict in one sentence. The model was treated as too dangerous for normal approval, yet apparently useful enough to use behind the scenes. And Mythos is not just another chatbot with a new coat of paint. It has been discussed as a more cyber-permissive system, the kind of model meant to help defenders find vulnerabilities, test systems, and move faster in offensive-style security workflows. That is exactly why people are nervous. The same capability that helps a blue team can also turbocharge the wrong actor, the wrong request, or the wrong internal shortcut. The loser here is not just some internal compliance memo. The loser is credibility. If labs, agencies, and vendors spend weeks telling the public that frontier cyber models need strict controls, blacklists, trusted access programs, and elite vetting, then quietly routing around those controls is poison. It teaches the market that the real rule is simple: if the model is powerful enough, the ban is temporary. That matters because this is how safety norms actually collapse. Not with one dramatic public repeal, but with quiet exceptions made by the same institutions that claim to be drawing the line. Once that starts, every other enterprise security chief gets the same message: apparently the tool is too risky for the brochure, but too useful to ignore. And this is where the story gets bigger than Anthropic. We are entering the phase of AI where the most valuable models are also the least politically comfortable. Governments want the capability. Vendors want the prestige. Security teams want the speed. But nobody wants the blame if the model slips, leaks, or gets repurposed. So everyone starts inventing a familiar modern compromise: restricted access, controlled pilots, special cases, trusted circles, internal waivers. In plain English, that means the powerful people still get the sharp tools while everyone else gets a press release about responsibility. That is the hidden downside in this story. The public debate says be careful. The operational reality says move faster. And operational reality usually wins. So who wins and who loses? Short term, Anthropic wins because a blacklist does not mean much if national security buyers still want the product. The agency involved may also win on capability, at least for now, because frontier cyber models can compress days of expert work into something much faster. But the loser is the idea that AI governance is already mature. It is not. It is still bargaining with power. If a blacklisted model is already being used when the stakes are this high, then the real story is not that Mythos is dangerous. The real story is that the institutions warning us about dangerous AI seem perfectly willing to make exceptions the second the tool looks strategically useful. And that, frankly, is how temporary guardrails become permanent theater.